Hey, it's party time, Mom. Welcome to another episode of the Chad Prather Show. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's all day long Tuesday. Party foul Steve, party foul Steve, party foul Steve.
All day.
All day long.
Hey, is this the wrong place to report a work site injury?
You hurt yourself?
Yes. I was carrying boxes out of my house this morning, and I hit the back of my hand on the little dresser thing that sticks out, and it's bruised and marred.
Is this the wrong place to fire you?
Yeah, definitely.
Pull that microphone a little bit closer to you so everybody can hear you bitch about things. The Puppet Master Mark is driving Studio 22, the mothership, deep into the nether regions, which are all things party fouls bitching. Candice, the queen of the Ethiopians, her angelic glow, and Herbert the silent deer stares on, look of shock on his face. Same one he made when he got hit by the truck. Bougie Sean, the only black guy you'll know with white privilege, sitting at the pub holding it down over there. What's up? You working?
Sort of, trying to. I made that COVID money.
COVID money's hard to come by.
Need to do something.
I don't know, man. Well, I could tell you might as well settle in because it's here to stay.
Seems like it.
Unless Joe Biden gets elected. What do you think about that, Boosh?
I think he's nuts.
Well, he's lost his mind.
Yeah, I think he's lost his mind. I mean, I love the sound bites that comes out of him on a daily basis. Like it's interesting to see how they do it with Trump, but it's interesting to see how they're doing it with Biden now. It's like the guy is literally saying whatever is on his mind.
So the idea that I have was your idea, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. The great ones are always mine.
Yeah. So what I want to do, Boosh, is I want us to shoot a video from behind Joe Biden's head. Right? You see him in the basement doing his little sound bites. I want to shoot it from behind his head so you can see the white hair and you can see him in his blue suit, always the blue suit. And I want you to see the camera that's shooting him and then his staff that's holding their cue cards up and all the stuff, and then play his actual sound bites and how they're losing their freaking minds at the stuff he's saying, right? Yeah. And he's just doing his thing, you know. Come on, man. Hey, come on, man.
Let's do it.
They got to be, face, just their hand in their face.
Don't give away too much of the video.
Oh.
Don't give away too much of the video, Steve. They're going to be doing a whole lot more than their face and their hands. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got ideas. So by just saying that much about that video, I'm not giving away the funny. I'm just telling you, that's the concept, Boosh, and we need to do it.
Do it.
So
let's shoot it. Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun. We haven't had fun in a long time. Well, that's not true. We live fun.
Yep.
Everything we do is fun. Port Charlotte, Florida, Thursday night. We're going to be at the comedy club there. And we're going to be Thursday night, Friday night, 2 shows on Saturday night. You can go to watchchad.com, get all the details. Also, Billy Bob's Texas, there's still some tickets available for that show, August 23rd. Cooper Wade and I just announced a new show in College Station for September 12th. It'll be another music show. We'll have a good night there. And what else is going on, Stevie Steve? We've announced Kansas City. We've announced Liberty Township, Ohio, which is the Cincinnati area, northeast of Cincinnati. I think I'm right. Could be wrong. Going to be back at the comedy club up there. And then also Omaha, Nebraska. Going to be a Monday night show.
I should go to your website so I can know what all's coming up because I'm a little behind. You're throwing out shows I didn't know existed yet.
Well, you've been told.
Yeah.
You've been told.
I drink, so.
Yeah. It's fun when your road manager doesn't know where you're going to be on the road.
Until that official email comes from, the agent and
that
stuff
doesn't
like
happen anymore.
Yeah.
This is the age of coronavirus. You
so,
hear from me.
Yeah.
Because Willie has never paid you a dime.
That is true.
So pay attention to me. So anyway, that's what I want to remind everybody. Hey, now that America's trying to open back up doesn't mean everything's okay. You still got to wash your hands, got to social distance, and you got to take Field of Greens. I got a great email this week from someone who not only ordered their Field of Greens and said they were excited to get the Field of Greens, but then they started asking me about different products that Field of Green offers because there's a whole lot more there at brickhousechad.com. There's a whole lot more there than just the Field of Greens products that you put in there. Because with Field of Greens, every day you just take the scoop, you put it in there. It's got a full serving of USDA-certified organic fruits and vegetables. It's going to boost your energy. It's going to support your immune system, make you healthy. It's going to give you that diet of fruits and vegetables. It's really kind of hard for you to get on your own because we don't eat all that well by ourselves. It's going to reduce your risk of heart disease and hypertension and a whole host of health issues. It's prebiotic, it's probiotic, and it's a great source of vitamins, fiber, and other nutrients. But here's the deal. When you put one scoop of that delicious powder into that drink, you're going to stir it up in your water, and you're going to drink it. You're going to be done. But there's other products you can do. I do their dawn to dusk every single day. Love it. There's things that will aid you in sleeping. And the beauty of it is it's all natural stuff. It's all natural stuff. So you're not putting the wrong things in your body. And I promise you, I swear by it. Right now, I'm going to save 15% off your first order with the offer code CHAD at brickhousechad.com, brickhousechad.com. I want you to subscribe today so they'll send it to you every month. Save an extra 10% every single month by using that code. You can't control the world we live in, but you can make sure you're giving your body a fighting chance. So try Field of Greens today. Go to brickhousechad.com, brickhousechad.com, offer code CHAD, and we'll be right back. Holy smokes, holy smokes. So many things going on in the world, as always. Tired of coronavirus. I'm tired of that. I mean, golly.
Do you think you've had the coronavirus yet?
Yep, sure do. And I think you probably got it right now. Who knows?
Maybe.
It's causing people to lose their freaking minds, dude. I don't understand this whole... Look, you're going to die of something. Ease up, chill. I mean, this whole... People just becoming the ultimate Karen in public, you know? Go ahead, tell your joke.
Oh, what do you call a group of Karens?
A homeowners association.
Homeowners.
Oldie but goodie, I like it. No, it's a newbie but goodie. That's funny. Speaking of Karens, you got that video clip there of talking about masks and Karens, and let's take a look at this right here.
You guys are ignore freedom. Stop it.
Whoa. Okay, that's assault.
Stop it.
That is assault.
Are you going to tell us? I'm going to take your picture
Go
and show it
ahead.
to the cops.
Go ahead, everybody.
Well, you think this is cute, huh? You think this is cute? Not
There we
wearing a
go.
mask? I hope you die from your pants. That's a health problem, bro.
Teaching them this garbage.
You can take care of this just by walking to the
Thank you. Go get a damn mask and put it on your face and
for your
wear gloves.
service. We appreciate your service, sir.
Why is that your service?
Oh my gosh, dude. Are you kidding?
Funny. It's not
I
funny.
have a health problem. Jesus Christ.
I know
Oh, I got a health
people
problem
that
too.
die from this crap.
I'm asthmatic. Guess what? I'm wearing one.
Yeah. That poor guy gets to go home with her.
Yeah, that's not her job
Yeah.
to go try that. And she's kind of a Karen in disguise because she doesn't have the Karen haircut.
Okay.
There's a haircut that goes with the Karens.
The care cut.
It's called the care cut. Y'all just have to look it up.
So if I understand that video correctly, they look like they were in a Walmart. Well, of course they were in a Walmart.
They were in a Walmart, yeah.
Of course they were in a Walmart.
It wasn't Target.
No, it was oh my God. First of all, lady, I'm assuming she was pissed because whoever was filming wasn't wearing a mask, right? And she's the mask police. I got news for you, honey. You need to drop about 40 pounds, 50 pounds. All right, first of all, let's go there. I'm not fat shaming you. I'm just telling you, if we're going to talk about health issues, you got health issues. I mean, you and your husband both.
I think obesity is killing more people in
Well,
America than COVID. Never thought about it.
One thing, obesity will lead to more problems when it comes to coronavirus. This whole glorifying of obesity thing that's happening. And look, I'm overweight. I need to lose 20 pounds. I got that. I get it. But hey, here's the thing. This whole glorifying of, she's big and beautiful. Diabetes doesn't think so. So you can't keep pushing that whole thing. I mean, health issues are health issues.
Well,
Listen, I can't sit there and say if your arteries are clogged that you have big, beautiful arteries. They're clogged. You've got problems. Health issues don't care about your feelings.
So you're not going to walk in a restaurant and snatch somebody's plate off their table and throw a salad in front of them?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Right.
Same goes for a mask. It's not your job to go tell somebody else how or what.
Again, if I were going to go in and start cleaning up Chernobyl, there would be certain PPE that I would want to wear, right? If I were going to 3 Mile Island to clean up after a nuclear meltdown, there's certain things I'd want to be wearing. If I were going into a paint booth, there's certain things I'd want to be wearing. If I was going into a place filled with noxious gases, we're talking about a virulent pandemic strain of a novel coronavirus that people think that putting a little cloth mask over your face is supposedly stopping. Now, we've talked about the mask thing forever. We've shut down an economy over it. Bars have shut down. It doesn't matter if there's apparently coronavirus doesn't affect you while you're sitting at your table. You have to wear your mask to the table when you go into a restaurant.
But after you paid and you get up to walk out, they don't say a thing to you about putting it on to walk out the exit.
They don't care.
You would notice that.
Yeah.
We had a group of us after the shows Saturday night, walked into the restaurant / bar, whatever you want to call it, across the street from the comedy club. And, you walk in, you're not thinking about, let me suit up to go in here. And we walked in there, do y'all have masks? Y'all have masks? You got your masks? I mean, I know it's your job to monitor that as a bartender or as a waiter or as a hostess or host or whatever. We walked into a place to eat lunch the other day, and the girl was literally asleep behind her plexiglass there at the hostess stand. She was asleep.
What was that?
Sitting there on her stool.
That was at the White Horse in Utah.
As patrons were coming by to go to their table. It was like, I guess we'll seat ourselves.
What I don't understand is that,
I was like, maybe she died of COVID.
She had her mask on.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Everybody's wearing their mask, and we're all supposedly wearing a mask right now, and to some extent. But the numbers are still going up. So what are the masks doing if the numbers are still going up? Because everybody's been wearing a mask for a month or more, and everywhere you go, you have to have a mask on.
Yeah.
So why are the numbers still going up if everybody is still wearing a mask? It makes no sense.
And not only that, I mean, what month are we into this 15-day curve?
Yeah.
This flatten the curve thing. It was supposed to take 2 weeks. Now we're 5 months in. You're right, Sean. I keep looking at the thing going, well, if masks work, it would have done it in 2 weeks, right? And Jade said to me, Jade always says, well, masks do help. Okay, well, I could. It depends on what you're saying. Help. Like if I have a problem spitting when I talk. And when I'm on stage, sometimes I can see spit come out of my mouth in the spotlight, right? And I'm like, well, there's poor people on the front row. But yeah, a mask would block that. But that's like saying, okay, you're 18 years old, young man. I'm going to need you to wear a condom all the time because there's a chance you could get someone pregnant. Mm-hmm. This will help you not get someone pregnant. Well, I'm not having sex with them. I'm not. Well, but still, it helps. Because you just never know what might come out of you. Now, that is an extreme, facetious, horrible example, but it still stands true. Yes, does it help? Yes, it helps. I could have worn a mask since birth, and maybe I would have never spread a cold or the flu or my herpes. But at the same time, that's not how we live our life.
No, and you're hurting your own immune system. Because you need to get stuff from the environment so you can build an immune system. I understand people are compromised. They don't have that immune system, so wear a mask.
Have you seen Lisa Page, Stu's wife, which I hate saying Stu's wife because Lisa Page made me do it. Her show's it's in its own right, Lisa in her own right. But a lot of people who know Stu may not know who his wife is, but vice versa. She's got her little how would would you describe it, Candace? It's a mask, but it's like wearing a satin type beaded. There's nothing to it.
So
you
it qualifies as a mask.
Qualifies as a mask.
Yeah. And I understand the mask is designed to protect other people around you, but some people wear I saw people on the airplane the other day, and they're wearing the filtered, like, fully suctioned mask around their face.
So, okay, if you want to do that, and I did a whole live video on that a while back, if you wear a full face respirator. Get fit tested, wear a full face respirator. You want to watch these mask people go nuts? Start telling them, like, okay, Mask Karen there that was doing that, and everybody keeps saying, stop using the word Karen, that's so mean. Listen, I'm a Chad. I've had to hear it my whole life, so I have no sympathy. Zero. I think the Karen phrase is funny, just like I think the Chad phrase is funny. Just like whenever the McCloskeys there in Missouri were defending their house I kept calling them Ken and Karen Chad, bro. Mm-hmm. Listen, the thing about that, we beat it half to death. What I could do is I could go in with a full face respirator, and I have them, and start bullying her. Yep. And be like, no, ma'am, you're not doing this right. You need, because she's wearing a T-shirt over her face. I'm like, lady, you need to be wearing this full face respirator. Have you been fit tested? I mean, if you really want to turn the tables on some people.
And she's screaming through that mask. And if you scream through that mask, you're going to blow out shit everywhere, all the directions.
Well, the first thing is she comes up there and she's throwing blows, man. That's a good way to get knocked the F out.
That's the thing. So didn't Walmart come out and they said that they're not going to let the employees enforce the rules because they don't want to get into confrontation with people? Yeah. So why are you going around? Why are you defending? What are you doing?
Shut your blowhole.
Mind your
Shut
business.
your face hole.
Mind your business, bro.
Hey, show the Governor Shipmer video. You got the Gretchen Whitmer?
At the end of the day, it's on all of us to do our part to educate the people around us, whether it's in the store or it's in our household or it is in our neighborhood or in our workplace. We've got to implore one another to step up and to do the right thing. And Michiganders are smart, we're tough, we can figure out how to do it politely, but also forcefully.
I'm
forcefully.
Yeah, okay.
Whitmer is a dictator, and I really want to go back and watch that thing again, that 22-second clip. And what I want you to do this time is, where do they find these signers, these sign language people? This has become a new thing. These people have to be as animated as possible, these sign language people.
He's not wearing a mask.
What were you going to say?
They look like they're doing like TikTok dances rather than like translating it.
And it happens over and over and over again, all these people who are like, they're like really getting into it. Like,
maybe they're going to try to prevent COVID by teaching us all sign language so we don't even have to speak, so we don't have to spit. So we're going to walk around signing all the time.
Yeah. I know one thing in sign language, and I save it for very special occasions.
Yeah, like angry drivers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, anyway. But this, you don't have to show that video again. Y'all can go back and watch it. But Whitmer, we could do it. We could do it peacefully, yet forcefully.
Okay.
Yeah, they're ready to hang her in the streets, man. They really are. They can't stand her in Michigan. You want to talk about, like, I hear people talking about recalling governors and all that stuff all the time. She should be recalled. She's horrible. These governors, you're learning, and I said it over and over, you're learning that it's your mayors and your governors are the people with the power.
Yeah, and they're controlling their circle, their society, their state.
Yeah, everybody wants to keep blaming Trump for this stuff. It ain't Trump, man. It's your governors. And then they get mad at Trump. Hey, Trump's not doing enough. He doesn't take this thing seriously. Okay. So there you are, man.
And then they're begging for government aid at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And people keep asking me, well, what would you do? Well, it wouldn't involve a mask.
Yeah.
It wouldn't there has been zero proof that masks make a difference.
I mean, if that's the case, then why were we not wearing goggles everywhere we go then?
Well, Fauci came out last week or the week before and said we need to be wearing goggles.
But why did it take 4 months for you to come out and say that? Why is it 4 months for people to realize that, viruses get passed through in your eyes as well? So
that's why I said you need a full face respirator. If you want to do everything they've been talking about, you need a full face respirator. You need to wear glass. It comes all the way down right here, and you have filtered cartridges to breathe in and out of.
I'm not a doctor. I just read it
We're
on
all
Facebook.
going to be living in a bubble soon. I mean, they're working us to be the bubble boy. Remember that movie that came out in the 80s? maybe the late 70s even.
John Travolta.
Yeah, the Bubble Boy.
Yeah.
You know how they're putting all this glass in here at Glenn Beck's studio, all the way around it?
Yeah,
they're putting him in a bubble and to keep him safe.
He's in his own bubble.
Glenn's always been in a bubble.
You can just walk by and see him when you're...
Yeah, that is what they're going to do.
They're making a bubble.
Anyway, it's pressurized Michael Jackson chamber. As we all settle into this new normal version of summer, Bespoke Post is here with customized box of awesome collections for guys. Guaranteed to upgrade your life. Bespoke Post only sends guys the best stuff every single month, no matter what you're into. Box of Awesome has you covered. From styling, grooming goods to barware, cooking tools, and outdoor gear, Box of Awesome has carefully built collections for every part of your life. To get started, you go take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers is going to help them. Will help them pick the right box of awesome for you. They're going to release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. It's free to sign up, and you can skip a month, cancel anytime. Each box only costs $45, but it's got over $70 worth of gear in it. You can get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com. Enter the code WATCHCHAD at checkout. Listen, they've got a new aged box for you, let's say you whiskey connoisseurs out there that like things with a little more sophistication, so you can get on there and check that out. You go to boxofawesome.com, use code WATCHCHAD for 20% off your first box. We'll be right back. Celebrating episode 301 isn't quite the same as 300.
No, 300 was... Yeah, it was fun. We had a lot of old clips and stuff like that. So it kind of...
If you missed it, you missed out on a party. So go back and watch episode 300. We celebrated that yesterday. Let me remind you guys of something. Trump is a racist. He's a horrible, horrible racist. He hates people of color. He hates people that aren't billionaires. He's using you just to take care of all of his rich friends. I don't know who his rich friends are anymore, though, because all the people he used to hang out with now call him racist. You know, people like Oprah and Snoop Dogg and all that, which is weird to me because, Snoop Dogg and Oprah, they are always, and Al Sharpton and what's the other dude's name? Reverend Jackson, Jesse Jackson. They used to always hang around with Trump all the time. They did for years, 30, 40 years, they hung around with Trump. And they never bothered to tell us that he was a racist back then. Like, they never came out and said, like, when Oprah had him on her show, for instance, she never said, well, this guy's a racist, but we want to hear his perspective, and then made everybody cry, as Oprah does. They never had a problem with it. P. Diddy never had a problem with Trump. It bugs me that now they're coming out and saying he's a racist because I guess politically it makes sense to expose him as being a more vulnerable person of questionable character. So I want us to go back, take it way back to the day, one particular time that Donald J. Trump was on the Oprah Winfrey Show, and here's what they had to say about running for president. Take a look.
Kuwait, they live like kings. The poorest person in Kuwait, they live like kings. And yet they're not paying. We make it possible for them to sell their oil. Why aren't they paying us 25% of what they're making? It's a joke.
This sounds like political presidential talk to me, and I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever?
Probably not, but I do get tired of seeing the country ripped off.
Why would you not?
I just don't think I really have the inclination to do it. I love what I'm doing. I really like it.
Also, it doesn't pay as well.
No, it doesn't. But, I just probably wouldn't do it, Oprah. I probably wouldn't, but I do get tired of seeing what's happening with this country. And if it got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally, because I really am tired of seeing what's happening with this country, how we're really making other people live like kings, and we're not.
Yeah. I can also remember when Stephen Colbert had him on, and they never aired that part of the episode where he said, I hope you run. I really do. I think you'd be a good president. I think you'd be great. And that was Stephen Colbert who said that. Because these people are asshats. I mean, Oprah wouldn't piss in your ear if your brain was on fire, first of all. She wouldn't spit on you she just doesn't care. So for her, she came out talking about how white privilege last week, all this nonsense and stuff, and blah 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 blah. So it's amazing to me, the turn, the hypocrisy, and we don't pay any attention to any of that stuff, right?
If he'd have ran on a Democratic ticket, which I think he probably could have.
He could have.
I don't think it would change much of the way his,
But everybody knows why he wouldn't do that and couldn't do that is because it was all set. It was all rigged.
Yeah.
This was the implementation of whatever you want to call it, the deep state, the New World Order, whatever. They had a plan. Obama was to set the thing off, and then it was supposed to be succeeded by Hillary Clinton, and then we were on from there. We would be walking into a shoe-in of this. We would currently have Hillary Clinton probably running against a Ted Cruz right now in this election. And that's what would be going on. And Hillary would be looking at her next, 4-year run. And then after that, maybe.
And that's why, their plan was blown out of shit. And that's why they have Biden running now.
Yeah.
It's like, because we didn't have a plan.
Yeah.
There was no plan if Trump won.
Biden's what you get when your plan gets blown out of shit.
Oh, did I say that?
Yeah,
no, but I just made it poetic.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Biden's what you get when your plan's blown to shit. Let's put
that's a T-shirt right there.
Go ahead and write that one down for me real quick.
That's
Candace.
a postcard.
Biden's what you get when your plan's blown to shit. I'll tweet that here momentarily. That's but it's true. It's true. Steve's a genius and didn't know it. You know that's what the J stands for in the middle of Donald J. Trump.
Genius.
Smart people will get that joke. The dumb people will think we're dumb. Anyway, that's it's interesting, man. It's interesting. Can we do Alex Jones real quick? I just can't get enough of this cat. Right?
What was this all about?
Here we go. It's Alex and the llamas. Watch this.
You've seen Alex Jones for years tell you fluoride and tell you about Jeffrey Epstein and tell you about the New World Order and fission fusion and artificial black holes and strangeless and superconducting supercolliders and other systems like cyclotrons. But you've ignored that because it's just all background. But now that I have llamas, now that I have the secret weapon, this is amazing. Here you go, my sweetie. Poco, which one's the really... Poco's the big one. Poco seems like, can we get a close-up of Poco's face for TV viewers? Poco looks like it's kind of in master control over here. Is this just Poco? Poco, how you doing? Come on here, sweetie. Can I give you a cookie? Can I give you a cookie? Oh, come on, you want one of these. There's no fluoride in this because they don't want to brain damage you, so the government didn't put that in there. Come on, you want this? You don't trust? A cookie. Why do you think they're tripling and quadrupling down on hoaxes? What do you think their end game is? Because it's only discrediting them more, but they keep doing it.
If we're going to go full public, full transparency, let's see all of it, because I guarantee you what the Democrats were doing was criminal, impeachable activities routinely.
Hey, where do the llamas like to be petted? On the neck. Okay, you're good. Oh. I got a friend now. Hey, you give your llamas fluoride? Hell no, we don't give them fluoride. That's something that really sinks in for people. Sweden undergoing demographic experiment of historical dimensions. This is, do they have psychic powers or something? This is just an amazing moment. I don't mind the llama in the background. That did calm them to see the great master llama.
Engineered the way the human mind works. What the heck is going on?
What in the fresh hell is going on? Alex has lost it.
What was
I don't know that he ever had it. But see, I've had people who said, you're nothing more than just another Alex Jones. I'm like, I don't even know where you can start to compare.
Where do you go to get a llama?
I can get a llama.
Oh, let's get llamas.
No.
He thought they were going to kick him at any moment.
He was a little trepidatious.
Yeah.
But they do spit. Now, had I seen a llama spit on Alex Jones, now that would be quality InfoWars entertainment right there.
What is that guy doing?
I don't know, man.
He's going after the llama community.
I don't know, but people watch this stuff with Alex. And Alex, you're always welcome to come on the show.
Remember at CPAC?
100%, Alex. We'd love to have you sitting right here in the hot seat and hanging out. Bring the llamas. We bring the llamas in here, man.
At CPAC, he was like a hero when he was walking through that crowd.
I was thinking about that the other day. We were at CPAC there in D.C., and he was walking through there. And, I mean, people are just mobbed around him. And I'm like, why? Why?
I'm lost.
I've never quite gotten it, Candace. I mean, is there a summary there? I mean, is there other than audacious statements, what is the appeal of Alex Jones?
I don't know, but whatever it is, it works. I think it was like a character that he started with, and then he slowly started like believing
that he was
things.
That character.
And it's just, gone off the deep end.
And I understand there are people who are into conspiracy theories. Look, I'm all for a good conspiracy theory.
I am. I make them up sometimes.
Yeah, that's pretty wild stuff he's got going there, man. Interesting, very, very interesting. Alex and the llamas. Woo, Candace, where do you find this stuff? I guess you watch InfoWars. Do you ever watch it? Do you watch it?
I think I've made it through 15 minutes of the show before, and it was too much for me to handle. So I had to change it. He was also like hawking all the supplements that he sells, which is, we could do a whole episode on the supplements that he sells. The Mars dust pills and everything like that.
There's a ton of them, man.
What?
I'm afraid to take anything Alex Jones will give you because it might make you like Alex Jones.
Maybe so.
Yeah, burn your brain cells right out. Hey, we got more to show you. We'll be right back.
Weed.
Crazy. You see where Central Illinois School District, they're implementing a pajama ban for remote learning. So obviously these kids are out there having to take classes via Zoom or whatever they're using, whatever their little digital setup is. They're saying, no, you can't be sitting out there, hats, caps, bandanas, hoods of any type, sweatbands, sunglasses, pajama pants, slippers, shoes with wheels attached to the bottom. Can't wear any of that. How would they know if you're wearing the shoes with the wheels?
What are you telling me what to do in my house? Like if I'm going to be at home.
Yeah.
Obviously, they had some kids show up in the, because it is a video thing. I guess they can see the students. I'm sure they saw something they didn't need to see.
Students are banned from taking classes in bed. They got to have their computer cameras trained on themselves.
Why not a cardboard cutout?
Yeah, I mean, the pros are doing it.
Yeah.
What if I have a day bed?
We got
little Johnny Nemechek, who ain't a little guy. He's at the Air Force Academy. Our friends, the Nemecheks down in Houston. He'd get up, put his uniform on every day, and do his remote learning. Got to give that. Don't kill Granny. That's the new social distancing slogan. There in what town is that in? That's Is that in England? I know it's Britain. It's the city of Preston. Population 4.5 million.
Just put her in a nursing home. Should be fine there with everybody else that has COVID.
Don't kill Granny. Don't kill Granny because otherwise Granny will live forever.
What about Grandpa? Nobody gives a shit about
nobody
him?
gives a damn about Grandpa.
Right.
No, nobody cares about Grandpa.
Dang it.
Doesn't matter. There in the Ukraine, they're offering prisoners upgrades to luxury VIP cells, but it comes with a price.
They're going to use their stolen money to upgrade their prison.
Yeah, so some of those oligarchs, Ukrainian oligarchs, wealthy prisoners sentencing in Ukraine just got a reprieve in the country's justice ministry. Gift certificates are for luxury cells, but it only applies to pretrial detention facilities. So once you get sentenced, you're in trouble. Once you get sentenced, it's all on equal terms for now. We'll see what happens in the Ukraine. Did you know there's 12,000 cruise ship workers that are still at sea because they're moored out in the ocean through the COVID shutdown? That's right. Talking about quarantining, man. 12,000 cruise ship workers still at sea in U.S. waters 5 months after the industry shut down because of coronavirus. That number is down from 70,000 in May. So 57 cruise ships anchored in the vicinity of a U.S. port with the potential to arrive in a U.S. port. So there's some kinky stuff going on.
I'd lose my mind.
Huh?
5 months on a ship?
Yeah, they're having party time, Ma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're boozing.
I wouldn't sleep in any of those beds.
That would suck. Have you ever seen where the cruise ship workers have to stay? Down in the ship? Yeah, down in the galleys. I mean, you go. We've got friends that are comedians on the ship, and they've taken us down and you got the crew bar down there, but then you got. I mean, it's like a little prison cell.
Yeah, they're bunk beds that 5 or 6 of them stay in one room.
Nah, it ain't. I haven't seen anything that bad, but it ain't good.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I've never been on a cruise ship.
Trust me, you've seen Titanic. They're the first to go. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I bet you coronavirus wasn't the only thing getting passed around in that boat.
No.
Yeah.
57,000.
12,000 entered. 24,000 came out.
Keep them there 9 months. Let's see what happens. Yeah. That's a fun article. New York Times. Racism
Filipino
makes a liar of
population
God.
Explosion.
What?
Filipino population explosion on a cruise ship.
Wow. Why Filipino?
Because he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Malaysian and Filipino. He's not wrong.
They're the best because, Americans can't go on a cruise ship and be the hospitality. We're too rude as Americans. We're just kind of rude people. So you have to have, a culture of people that are serving
These
and nice.
statements are being made by Party Foul Steve and are not the views of the Chad Prather Show or BlazeTV, Blaze Media, Mercury One, Radio Arts, or any of its affiliates.
No, it's just my personal opinion.
Please
that
keep
matters
going.
not at all.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what to tell you to say and not say anymore. Alex Jones got llamas on the damn show.
Yep.
He can't even feed them a biscuit.
Oh my God.
Bougie ain't never been on a cruise ship.
I'm good.
Well,
I don't need to be on a cruise ship.
Even if he had, I don't think he would say what you just said.
Probably not.
The funny thing about it is you see nothing wrong with what you just said. You're just like, nah, it's just my thing.
Yeah.
And the funnier thing about it is people watching and listening to this show are like, we agree with him. He ain't wrong. Not the views of Blaze Media. Chechen ruler pays thousands of kids to write poems that praise his family. So Ramzan Kadyrov, he awarded thousands of dollars in prizes to 10 finalists who best articulated their adoration for his mother. First place winner took home $6,700 equivalent. The runner-up $4,000. Third place $2,700. I'd kiss his Chechen ass for that kind of money.
I mean, there's your new campaign strategy right there. You could pay kids to write poems about Chad Prather.
Yeah. All right.
It sounds a little weird when you say it out loud.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't paying attention to you anymore. You see where Pelosi called Trump's emergency COVID-19 executive orders unconstitutional slop. Unconstitutional slop. Oh, my gosh, this lady. She says, while it has the illusion of saying we're going to have a moratorium on evictions, it says I'm going to ask the folks in charge to study if that's feasible. While he says he's going to do the payroll tax, what he's doing is undermining Social Security and Medicare. So these are illusions.
I mean, Social Security benefits should go up.
Well,
because the number of people that have died.
Trump's been trying to help people, but at the same time, you got Democrats that keep writing slush into the things that they're wanting to do that comes to them. So I don't trust anybody.
I don't either. I think both sides trying to write their own stuff in.
Yeah.
Outside of just the relief to help people that need it.
Kind of thing I could say he doesn't know what he's talking about, or something's wrong there. Something's very, very wrong. That lady. There was a woman from an anti-mask agency that threatens workers with jail for forcing masks.
That was weird.
Yeah. She's sporting a badge, huh?
Yeah.
She just make her own badge?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's not real.
I mean, while she's there making her own mask, she might as well make her own badge.
She's anti-mask.
Oh, she's anti?
She's anti-mask, wanting to put the forced mask people in jail.
Amazing. What a time to be alive.
I know. Fence was erected at Chicago Beach after mayor slams reckless behavior. That Lori Lightfoot's a real piece of work, man. She's something else.
But her city is just thriving above the rest of the cities across the country.
Fencing was erected outside Chicago Beach to prevent people from accessing the closed area after the city's mayor blasted non-socially distant beachgoers for their, quote, reckless behavior. The barrier was seen Sunday outside of Montrose Beach, which, along with other beaches, playgrounds, and pools east of the Lakeshore Drive, remained closed over coronavirus concern. On Saturday, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot called out a gathering of mainly maskless men who congregated in close proximity in a grassy area adjacent to Montrose Beach. Quote, "It's called a pandemic, people," Lightfoot tweeted. "This reckless behavior on Montrose Beach is what will cause us to shut down the parks and lakefront. Don't make us take steps backwards," end quote. The mayor added that she checked out the scene herself and said the situation was, quote, being addressed.
So she was there.
She's the ultimate Karen.
Yeah.
She's the ultimate Karen. Yeah. I don't know, man. Lori Lightfoot. Woo, boy, howdy. I'm telling you, it's the governors and the mayors, man.
Control us all. And look how quickly we
just bowed right
down.
That's why people keep coming to me. I'm like, look, you want to say you got freedom, you better take some responsibility for freedom, because we ain't free at all. I used to think we were free. We ain't free. Not a bit. Nope, not a zilch, none. We've been dictated to. You know why? Because we like dictators. Hey, we'll be right back. Boy, howdy, man. People wear me out on social media. I'm telling you what.
You're a glutton for punishment. You do that to yourself.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I could care less about that stuff. I'm talking about when people, someone will come out there and say, "Did you hear what Chad Prather said?" And then they misquote you, and then suddenly it becomes the gospel truth. It's funny.
Welcome to politics.
Well, that's true. I mean, there's no question about that. I mean, you come out there and you say, see, people don't like qualifiers, this whole vaccine thing and all that. I've said over and over again 1,000 times, I'm anti-mandate. I'm pro-medical freedom. And I said, but you have to be willing to live with the consequences of that. That's the whole personal responsibility thing that comes with personal liberty. People don't want a but. That disjunctive conjunction, but. They don't want the big but in there. Them big butts will get you. Every time.
They get me every time.
Every time, like thicker than a Snicker.
Looking like a snack.
Like a snack. Like a whole meal with some gravy on it. But they don't want none of that. But there are consequences. There are consequences. People are like, you should consider me. I'm vaccine injured. Well, you made the choice to get a vaccine.
What if they got a vaccine as a kid? They didn't have a choice. Their parents made that choice.
Their parents did it. But, I mean, nobody's telling you now you got to vaccinate you. I'm not telling you that. The state is telling you that for your kid to go to school. Now, you want to have that battle. That's a different battle. All I've stated is that that's the requirement, unless you can state an exemption. No, we got to run. We're running out of time. All I'm saying is you have got to deal with the consequences of it. There are certain things that are out there. But people are like, no, you're telling me you're mandating vaccines. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you got to deal with the consequences of it. So I was just dealing with that during the break because people just never stop. And it's like, you hadn't heard me say anything ever any different. Anyway.
You know whose birthday it is today?
Bougie Sean.
No. Is it Bougie Sean's?
Yes, it
40
is.
years old!
No, wait. Guess who in the fact pack is her birthday today?
Who?
70. Gerald Krennick.
Gerald Krennick.
So
awesome.
Happy birthday, Gerald.
WatchChat.com is where all the fun stuff is. God bless you. Love you. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Stay out of trouble. Bye.